everyone and welcome. My name is Simon and we are the Whales of Wall Street. Today's video is going to be about OMI, which is actually a ECOMI and part of the VEVE application, which delves into digital collectibles via your smartphone using VR and AR technology. So without further ado, let's go straight into what VEVE is and why I'm so interested in it and why I'm invested in it, and why you guys might be interested to do the same thing as well. So let's go straight into this. So as I've mentioned, VEVE is an actual smartphone application that you can download on Android or iOS, and is predominantly around the actual ability to purchase collectible items digitally using OMI tokens. So this means you would basically go onto the exchange, which we'll go onto in a second, to purchase your OMI tokens, which you then transform onto the app to buy these, collectible items. So these guys have got some incredible licenses already in line, the likes of Ghostbusters, Batman. There's more to come for sure. They've just launched, for example, Jurassic Park, which is really cool. And as time goes on, these guys are definitely going to be adding more licenses, more really cool collectibles to the portfolio as well. So for me, this is really of interest because I am a collector myself, not just for retro gaming and things like this, but I do have things like my Pokemon cards from the 90s and other sort of collectible items. I'm sure you guys out there have some form of collectible approach as well, with whether it be figurines or cards. Some people collect coins and stamps, flowers, whatever. The list is endless. I mean, the market for collectibles is absolutely huge. I've been to some events through work and through personal experience as well. Some great events like Comic-Con and things like this. You can clearly see the enthusiasm of people when they're dressing up and buying things of multitudes of values, from small amounts to large amounts. And I think this ties in well. What's really cool is as people spend their OMI tokens on this platform, the OMI tokens actually get burnt. So as time progresses, these tokens get diminished, thus hence supply and demand. The essential value of OMI tokens will essentially rise as we keep going. So there's that scarcity to think about in terms of the tokenomic side of things, but also the collectibles as well, because there are only literally a specific amount of collectibles available for each of the licenses, for each of the what they call the product drops. So you need to be quite quick to get hold of some of these. I think the other day one dropped, I saw like 10,000 available, they were gone within like 5-10 seconds. So various sort of prices and things like that to consider as well. So that's kind of like the basic overview of VEVE and what you'd use OMI and how to use OMI to buy these things. For a ECOMI side of things, you can use the Bitforex exchange, which is what I do, and I actually store my OMI tokens on the Mu wallet. We will have another video on those kind of things in the coming weeks, so don't worry. You can also, of course, scour YouTube. There's plenty of YouTube videos about Mu wallets and how to transfer those, etc. But ECOMI do also have their own wallet, which you can download an app, and you can actually get a physical card sent out to you as well, which is quite cool. And I can imagine these being taken to events in the future, for you to be able to go and purchase items using these kind of ECOMI wallets and things like that, which is really cool. So that's just a little overview of that side of things. I do recommend having a look at the white paper on their website. You'll see a lot of interesting information, historical background of the founders, where they're going towards in the future. And on that point, for me, I like to think outside the box. I do think that, yes, at the moment it's on the app, but I can see this going into the virtual reality world, when we're looking at things like Decentraland, the application of NFTs and blockchain technology, being able to take that collectible across to your virtual world, display it, have it walking around with you if that's your thing as well. Imagine Batman walking behind you, that'd be cool, right? So there's loads of opportunities for this platform and what it can achieve in the long run. And that's why I am an accumulator. I am a long-term holder. Me personally, I'm not looking to sell. I got it at a good price a few months ago. it did have a good rise, and it's actually back down to the price I bought it for again. So it's a good buying opportunity in my opinion. From my side, obviously that's not financial advice, that's just my personal opinion and what I'm pushing for myself. A few other recommendations. Keep an eye on Reddit. There's a lot of user experiences on there. Just on the screen there right now, you can see how cool that is. Potentially utilizing on the app, the virtual showroom, inviting people and your mates across to see what you've collected. And you can just imagine these things being on digital games, can't you? And taking them to events and things like that as well. One of the other things to keep an eye out for is their Twitter account and Telegram. You're going to get some really good updates on there from the founders. They're really interactive with users and their community. I think that's a big thing for when you're investing into cryptocurrencies in general. But yeah, just keep an eye on that. They're always doing competitions and giveaways and things like that as well. And bits of news as well, they like to throw out a lot. Mutable X partnership recently, which means they're now on the Ethereum platform properly on a layer 2 scaling. For those that don't know, that just basically helps with the transactional speed and actually reduces gas fees as well. So you can get even better value out of the things that you buy on there. So yeah, just keep an eye on their Twitter account. Some really cool drop news coming, I'm sure, in the next few months from a collector's item perspective. But yeah, that's kind of a brief overview of what ECOMI do and what they're about and why I'm excited. There was actually one bit of news recently, I think a few days ago. They're actually worth $2.3 billion now. This thing's not going anywhere. If anything, it is going to the moon at some point, whether that be a bit of this year and the years to come. Who's to see, who's to know, and we'll see what happens with that, of course. But some big massive things there. I'm invested in their team as well. I think there's a guy, Alfred Kahn. He was massively responsible over the years for things like Mario Bros, Zelda, for me as a kid, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And one of the big things for me, importantly, is his involvement in Pokemon in the 90s as well. So you could put 2 and 2 together like I have done. That's why I'm a bit excited. I'm not going to lie about it. Pokemon was a big thing for me as a kid. Occasionally, Pokemon here and then with Pokemon Go, which was really cool as well. That sort of thing gets me excited. So you can see the potential. There's people in the background like I think David that works there at the moment. You can check these guys out on LinkedIn. Massive background in Hasbro. So when you link in all these licenses and these opportunities together, the only thing for me is upwards on that side of things. So hopefully you guys have learned a bit about that. Hopefully you guys are excited from what I've told you. Please, again, do go and do your own research. Check this stuff out. It is incredible. And there's massive potential there once you start linking things together. That just leaves me to say, guys, that I hope you enjoyed this video. Please do like and subscribe. It helps the channel out massively. And please do comment below, because I want to know what you think about this project. Are you excited about collectibles? What collectibles are you interested in? What licenses do you want to see on these platforms as well? Please do leave that information. I'm really interested to know, and I will get back to you guys as much as possible. And other than that, guys, I'll leave you there, and I hope to see you guys on the moon. Take care.